it's archaic just with looking at auditing financials. We should audit operations. How many people should do this work? How long should this work be done? What, you should audit operations. And so, in a brief, these areas are the key visions that I had in mind.
Now let's talk about achievements. Were you able to achieve all of them?
I think by and large the foundation has been laid, and there have been a lot of achievements. And when you talk about achievements, it's a teamwork, but it's driven a lot by leadership.
Okay.
And so the first, which we always see, is that there have been industrial peace in Korle Bu for the past 1 year while I was there. I mean, Korle Bu, there was no turbulence, there was nothing. People tried, a few people who used them, they tried to create so many things, it didn't work. So there was peace in Korle Bu. And that peace was due to the healing process, the strategies to heal. And obviously, unfortunately, turned out to be seen in how they both will say no. For the first time in the history of Korle Bu,
it's when there's an attempt to remove the CEO that rather want to complain.
Yeah, because human beings know what is good. Human beings can identify with progress. So it is not true that, like I said, Korle Bu, about 90% of the workers are committed, and when they see the right systems operation, they're ready to imbibe it. And when they see that you have the skills to read into the machinations of the externals, of the external people, and to block it, they will be for you.
I see.
And I think that I heard what somebody said. If you have to bring somebody as experienced and as exposed to understand the system as this man, it was so in Chi. I can see it well.
Okay, that's interesting.
But so one is that there was industrial peace. The second is I talk about projects. There was, as in November 2016, a whole money was spent on emergency units, and the following day it rained, and the whole place leaked. Machines have to be rushed to be hidden because otherwise they will spoil. And since that time until I took up in June, about 6 months, the place is still not working. Throughout, it's not working. I had to move, and we have limited money. I had to move, go and beg DMOD to come and give us some credit terms and the rest to be able to come and roof for us. We have to, and see, in terms of policy running Korle Bu, because of the action on policies, and especially the crucial thing, the people who scheme these projects, and I'm sorry to use the word scheme. When they scheme these projects, they exclude Korle Bu people from their projects. Yes, and that is something that is destructive. So, if we come to this emergency, it is done. Nobody in Korle Bu effectively is involved. They said they've handed over. The place cannot be used. And so Korle Bu then uses a little IGF to be able to see how to put this thing back. Meanwhile, they said no birth syndrome. People are still dying. People are still dying. And you have an emergency unit that people have brought up, they've coined, they pushed there, and it's not working. And by God's grace, if you talk about achievements, I was able to define it, moved out, find within the lack of resources to be able to get, luckily to get DMOD, to be able to come and roof it because we didn't really have the money. And it's been roofed. I was able to get, as we speak now, we have to, you see, it was even done because with that involvement of Korle Bu, and this for obvious reasons, they didn't realize that Korle Bu, the outages, the electric current outages, you can't put those sensitive equipments in there. So you now have to get a consultant to look at, there are about 6 things about electricity that can damage equipment. And we have to navigate financials and things and get this thing imported into Korle Bu. We just received it this month. It's being implemented. I'll show you it's being put. So by 15th of July, we're going to commission the place. And now all the mistakes that they made, and there were so many, I've corrected all. So the second achievement is to make sure that we are close to reducing the Nobel syndrome, even without the software.
Reducing it?
Reducing it.
Substantively or just by a small margin?
We're close to, because this one has an 80-bed capacity, the other one is just so small. And this one has, the systems I've put in place to make it run, is obviously going to reduce the Nobel syndrome. I said, if you have to reduce it, there's also another project which is a trauma, the Saudi Kuwaiti funded trauma, which is a modern day emergency center that will befit Korle Bu as the ultimate tertiary care unit. For one reason or the other, which is obvious again, for more than 5 to 6 years, the money is waiting more than $55 million. It cannot be used because a few people in the ministry are sitting on it and drawing money from that sector.